This is the home of a 90-year-old woman who sat on her front porch watching Hurricane Beryl rip her life to shreds. We saw it driving by and we had to stop and knock on the door to see if she needed help.
Hey, we're with God's Pit Crew. Well, we just want to be sure you're okay with us getting some of these trees out of your way.
Well, I'd be happy for that to happen.
They got a quote, and that one tree, one of four, was $6,000. So it's like, why? Well, what does it mean to cut a tree? It's not that big of a deal. You're just you're cutting trees. It's so important because it could be like $10,000 or $20,000 with a tree work right here. After knocking on the door and meeting this wonderful lady, realizing that she's 90 years old, has 3 daughters that are 60, and they all live together. They had no way financially, physically to get these trees removed. We knew something had to be done.
So the next day, a team of trained volunteers jumped into action with the sole goal of removing these dangerous trees.
Saw it fall. I planted that tree when it was no bigger around than that. It wasn't even up the top of this back in 1987.
This was more than just a big tree leaning over. If you can't see, it's removed her power lines, and we even had the power company come out and remove them to make it a safe place to work. We started cleaning all of the debris out in the front of her yard and on the road, and realized that this tree was leaning on multiple other trees that could fall at any time, making this a much bigger job than was expected.
But while they're cutting that tree down, I want to show you one cool thing that we were able to do while we were there. Probably my favorite. We did tree jobs for people, probably well over a dozen. And if they had children, we were able to give them a play pail.
It's a 4-gallon bucket filled with items a child would need to distract them in times of disaster. Items like toys, toiletries, blankets, coloring books, even stuffed animals. It was awesome to give hundreds of these away. I mean, just look at their reaction opening these buckets. Day 2 of this job, we were taking on the big one, removing the tree that this lady had planted herself over 50 years ago.
Because I knew I liked to work outside in the yard with plants, but I had no idea that 30 some odd years later it would cost us thousands of dollars to either get them cut down or have them taken care of after they were blown down.
It was a dangerous tree that was leaning against limbs, so we had to very carefully take it down piece by piece. Not only did we make sawdust and remove a couple of trees, we were able to meet 4 new amazing people. I hope I'm as cool as she is one day.
And we so appreciate everything that y'all have done because we could not do it either physically or financially.
We were able to take this family from this to this. This is just one of a handful of storms that has hit this area recently. Not even a month ago, we were here responding to flooding. People had over 18 feet of water in their house. If you want to watch that video, click here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us help others.